If you're new here, I need you to go back like 3 videos to this video right here where we save a Banshee from the scrapyard, essentially. That way you can kind of get an understanding of where we're at right now and what led up to this point of us, reassembling what is going to be a brand new Banshee. The past couple of videos, I told you guys I had an idea in mind, but I didn't want to say it. So what we're going to be building today is essentially the Scooby-Doo mystery machine. This is that same frame that PD fixed up those couple little things that were up. We did that right before we dropped it off at Powder Coat. We should get really far today. We're missing like 3 main components. Today's Tuesday. I would like to have this thing ready for Friday. This is a brand new Banshee and you will not find one like it on Marketplace. We put a lot of time and love into this shit. I'm excited to see who takes it home. I did have carbs that I built for this Banshee, but another one came in the other day and it had some you've seen it, the Black 06. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go and watch that video. You could learn a lot from that video. I think that Banshee had like some flat style Mikuni carbs off of maybe like an old Suzuki LTR, I think someone said. I could be completely wrong, don't quote me on that, but it needed carbs, so I used those for that Banshee. So now I just ordered 3 sets from Oregon and I'm gonna overnight those. But anyways, I'm missing a steering stem, so I'm gonna have to pull that off of another build just because this one is the biggest priority right now. We need to get this one done, and those other couple of builds we have are kind of just on the back burner as of right now. So I'll pull the steering stem from that because the one that I originally got with this Banshee, I got it zinc coated, and then the other day when I'm going through all the bolts, organizing everything, I realized that it was tweaked. And in fact, I got another one and got that one zinc coated and it was also tweaked. So these are the things that you definitely want to look out for before refinishing them because you're just wasting time and money. So first things first, we're going to take all the saran wrap off of this ATV, chase the threads, and then get that motor in, and then start assembling all these parts that we've kind of already pre-assembled. So it's kind of just like putting everything together and saves a lot of time. If you don't have a tap set, you could go to your local Harbor Freight. They've got just about everything for great prices. And this is not a Harbor Freight ad, although I would absolutely love to work with Harbor Freight. You're gonna need an M8-125, an M10-125, an M5-08. And the only 2 bolts in the chassis that have that are these upper plastic mounts. So as you can see, a little bit of powder got into these, so this is why you want to do this stuff. And once the handlebars are on and the steering stem is on, it's really hard to get a tap in there, especially this one that I have. If you got a smaller one, maybe could be a bitch once the handlebars are on there, so that's why I like to just do this all for real.
I break bread, ribs, $100 bills, pill on the Cotties, another 4 wheels, write a book full of medicine and generate mills. Tour the album, only for more sales. We used to catch those on the block with krills. Now it's paid shows.
So now that we have all the threads chased with a tap, what I'm gonna do, put this stator cover on this motor because it's the last thing that we need to complete it.
Sign deals only if the math is real. If we can't match numbers, then you can't have the head nigga in charge of shit. Live nigga rhymes artists, pardon, P-Dub signs.
The first thing that we're gonna do is put the motor into the chassis. If you're doing a full rest though, just keep this in mind because I do this all the time. Just make sure you take the spark plugs out. It's gonna hit the top of the frame.
My advice for a get like that is think twice before you move on it. Put jewels on it, who want it? Loose niggas make the news when we start forming. Snatch stripes off a niggas' uniforms often. Doing it bastard dealt your way out the jurisdiction. Why niggas bullshit on the grill? I don't fuck around, Dunny. It's most real, I keep it thorough, nigga. Yo, let me back up for him, let me back up, yo. Why niggas bullshit on the grill? I don't fuck around, Dunny, it's most real. I gave birth to your whole style and feel. How do it feel? To hold my dick in public, cock blower, duplicate rap cloner. It's me and you do it live on stage for Dolo. I smack niggas like you, smash niggas by the tools, grab niggas by the throat, show 'em proof. Rhymes cocky, crazy ill, man rowdy. Did a buck off of my shit and rap to Audi. Temperamental, I snap quick, very touchy. And yo, my attitude is all fucked up and real shitty. I rap like no one out there can fuck with me. Feel different, niggas see me. I throw a TV at you, crazy. Bitches say P, you crazy. A pain in the ass, nah, but fuck you, play me. I'm no shorty, nigga, I stop the glory. I'm a third street nigga for real. You just applaud me, avoid P, man. Take your baby mom's advice. I'm nothing sweet, ill with the guns. You pay the price when you see me in the street, soldier. Salute me, you just a groupie. Oh, you gangster, you shoot me. Who gives a fuck, really? I miss my nigga Twin kill me, so I could join the rest of my force up in the heavens. You rap niggas make me laugh, y'all crazy ass. And I don't give a fuck what you sold. That shit is trash, bang this, cause I guarantee that you bought it. Heavy airplay all day with no chorus. I keep it thorough, nigga.
So we're getting through this one pretty quick. That's why pre-assembling parts really does speed up the process that much more. If you try and just do everything at once, it becomes a fucking disaster. It gets messy. Boxes, wrappers, everything everywhere. It definitely doesn't move as quick. So if you do it in stages, it really does help speed up the process. Anyways, we just put the exhaust on. Like I said, we're missing carburetor, so we're not starting this thing today. I'm gonna have to steal a steering stem off of another project over there for the time being, so that way I can finish the whole handlebar control setup. But before we do that, I just want to show you guys this graphic kit that I had made. It's gonna be my first time seeing it, and it just came in the mail. So I had the front sticker, which is like the front of the truck, printed in 2 different sizes. This is the Mystery Machine Bonzi Garage Pack. Doing these custom graphics is not cheap by any means, not only printing them, but having somebody design them. So if you wanna do custom shit like this, just know it is gonna be pretty expensive. So these are the 2 rear stickers, and then this is gonna run down the front. Obviously, the 2-stroke twin, that is on the rear plastic. These are gonna be for the upper gas tank plastics on both sides. This is the other side that would go, I guess, essentially like that. So this is gonna run all the way down the front fender. I think we did something similar to this for the Bonzi Banshee. And then this is gonna be the sticker for the front. Now, one of them is just a little bit smaller, but you could imagine where all the cutout is gonna be the blue plastic. So that way it'll match nice, you know, just like the Mystery Machine. Then these are the front Yamaha stickers. I think overall this is gonna be sick. It's got that real like trippy, hippie, acid type of vibe going on. You know, it's gonna be dope. When I'm making these graphics, I'm measuring every little thing. I try to take up majority of that back rear fender. Obviously, once you're, you know, making the graphic, it's not gonna scale exactly to the size. So you gotta just go with what you got. It's never gonna be exactly to the size. I don't wanna distort the image by any means. So these, I believe, are like 12 or 13 inches long. And then some parts, it's like 1.5 inches. And then over here is like 3 inches. So this is the front fender that runs along the bottom of the gas tank. And then this one, I think is like 9 inches in length, and then is about like 1 inch or 1.5 inches, maybe the most. And then this one's like 13.5 by like 6.5 or 5.5, 4.5, somewhere in between that range. And then these little small guys that are always in the front on the front fender, these are 4x1, and that's just like the stock size. So we just recreated the Yamaha logo to look like the remainder of the truck, which is gonna be really cool. So now I gotta steal a steering stem. The project in which I'm stealing it off of isn't completely together, so it'll make it a little bit easier.
Blacker than your blackest stallion, hit your housing. Projects I represent your Shaolin, my nigga. How yes, apocalypse now, the gunpowder be going down, diggy down, diggy down.
While the planets and the stars and the moons collapse. When I raise my trigger finger, all y'all niggas hit the deck. Cause ain't no need for that. Hustlers and hardcore. Roar to the floor, roar like reservoir doors. The green-eyed bandit can't stand it. With more fruitier loops than that you can stand, bitch. Plus, the Bonzi got me wild.
Fucking with us.
It's a straight suicide.
987-654-32 murder, 1 lyric at your door. Take out, bring it to that ass roar. Breaking all the rules like glass jaws. Nigga, you got to get mine to get yours. Fucker, we don't need no rap tour. I'd rather kick the facts and catch you with the rap chore. More than you bargained for. The cows that stays open like an all-night store. Well, rare like you should ill like a piece of blue steel. Pointed at your temple with the intent to kill. And in your existence, MET, ain't no use for resistance. HOD.
I beat the ultimate rush to any nigga on dust. The Egyptian must used to have me poor mad sluts. I shift like a clutch with the ruck. Examine my nuts, I don't stop till I get enough. Your shit broke down, light your flares. Since the dark side tears you into Hollywood squares. 6 million ways to die, so I chose. Made it 6 million in one with your eyes closed. The blindfold cold so you can feel the rap. And shatter the glass in second half on your funky ass. And yo, my man, hit me now. Bitches used to play me, now they can't forget me now. Forget me not, I rock the spot, check Glock. Empty offer, licking off in hip hop. Fuck the billboard, I'm a bullet on my block. How you dope when you pay for your billboard spot?
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane.
It's the funk doctor spot, smoking Buddha on the train.
How high?
So high that I can kiss the sky.
How sick?
So sick that you can suck my dick. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane.
Recognize Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed.
How high?
So high that I can kiss the sky.
How sick?
So sick that you can suck my dick. So my man Raider Ruckus.
So we got another set of carbs built. Pull one off of the shelf here that was like halfway disassembled, so I'm kind of just like hoping it's gonna work. But most times the carbs that we have here, no good, because anything that's good gets used. We're just gonna hope that it works. If not, I got some coming in the mail. We put the coils on the front suspension. The theme is the mystery machine. Part of it is orange, so I felt like with the blue plastics, the green graphics, you gotta tie that orange in somewhere, so we gotta put it on the coils. We're gonna start it for the first time right now. I'm gonna put 15 ounces of Klotz Super Technoplate in 5 gallons. So I like to do 3 ounces per gallon. If I'm correct, there's already oil in the transmission. I'm almost 200% positive we did that when we built the engine. Yes, I see that nice red Klotz. We got a brand new tank on here. This is a new Vito's tank. Normally I try and get OEM tanks. The Vito's one, what bothered me the most was you had to use the Vito's cap. But now they made a new tank, a new design that looks more or less like the OEM tank, and you can use the OEM cap or your aftermarket cap. A lot of people run the billet ones. It's the OEM thread. We got a brand new OEM petcock on there that we just put on. Hopefully I have no issues with the carbs, because then we just would have wasted all that time building those two. Give it a nice little shake. All right, here we go. First start. Oh, we got a leaky fucking son of a bitch. Why is she leaking though? So much for this fucking gas tank. Not trying to bash Vito's or anything, but not a good look. Well, now that we've made a fucking mess, brand new with a brand new OEM fuel petcock. Leaked everywhere. That'll be the last time I buy that again. So now we got an OEM tank on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of fluid in here. I'm not gonna fill it up all the way because I am gonna take the tank off and move it around to just, you know, give it a nice good cleaning. Well, she starts. Lights work. Still the original bulbs. If you've seen the first video where we took it apart, I said that this Banshee came with one of the cleanest set of OEM headlights that I've seen on a long time. Most Banshees, when you get them, the grill is burnt into the lens. And when you're building the headlights, you have to build every little piece separately, so it adds up so quick. But we're gonna tune it now. This is why this carb is no good. It just backs itself out. Now, as I'm trying to tune it and adjust the idle screw, I noticed that the backing nut isn't tightening against the carburetor. What it's doing is just simply pulling the idle screw out. Now, I tapped it before I vapor honed it just because I wanted to, you know, just make sure that the threads were good. And it seemed all right. Something stripped out in there and it's not grabbing enough to where it's holding it. So I found this in a batch of cases that are either shot or need to be vapor honed. We're going to try to resurrect it. It's in really nasty, nasty condition. In fact, I think somebody tried to powder coat this carburetor at one point, and that's why it looks like this, is because we put it in an acid. We'll see what the vapor hone does. It's definitely gonna clean up, but enough to make it run properly? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Shit is real. Ain't no time to catch no butterflies past the same nines. Screw faces, mind disguise. Don't look me.
The car cleaned up really well. Now it's just a matter of will it work. But this one wasn't drilled out for the Tours Eliminator kit, so I just sanded it down. That way it's flush with the bowl. I'm going to drill and tap it. But we're gonna just take everything from the carb that I had on there originally that we built this morning and just swap that over to this and just, that's it.
Smell that backwards, that's raw. Lay low, scarecrow, I'm knocking at your front door. Pointing the pistol to your peak hole, pussy. Warning, my trigger finger gets pushy. Plow, a single shot straight to the headpiece. Decrease the piece and watch the murders and.
All right, this is now round 2 with a new right carb body, which definitely wasn't the cleanest, but it came back to life, so let's see if it works.
Put your foot in my shoes, kid, you gotta pay the fucking dues. I ain't the one to play penny. I leave the head all red like that little orphan Annie. I'm dressed in black like streets of Harlem. Pat a punk's pockets down with no problem. And get away just like an unsolved mystery. You don't believe me, G? Check my pedigree.
Not bad for a carburetor that was just thrown in a batch of crusty old parts. That did the trick. That other carburetor is still good. We just need to get a helicoil in there, but it's a random size, M6.75. And AutoZone Advanced, nobody's gonna have that. So I ordered it on Amazon, a tap set for that, and I'll just use it on something in the future. But that's why I said that earlier in this video, is like, it's too good to be true. Something just laying around that has no problem. Because carbs I always need. They can't tell you how many bikes come in with random carbs and they automatically get switched out. So now what I'll do is clean up whatever is leaking, clean the gas tank, bolt that down. We can put the airbox on, put all the plastics on. The plastics just came, so really excited to see what the graphics look like on the blue plastics.
Niggas wet up the lab, on Deuce got hit. Now they knew I was trying to give them what I owe them, but now I gotta act like I don't know them. The motherfuckers violated to the fullest degree. They did it smart, now they gotta see me. And I'ma flip like an acrobat to get them bastards back and let them know where my head is at. I pack a cannon. I know where them faggots be standing near the stores with them hip hop whores. And there I was, all dipped in fatigue, going Rambo, G.I. Joe, all for Dolo, dropping bodies they
Well,
was
we got
dropping
everything
like
organized going down the center of the engine. I just put the coolant reservoir in there, ran it clean along the side of the airbox. Every time I have a Banshee come in that I end up purchasing, the wire harness and the coolant lines are fucking ran with the frame, or they have it ran some ridiculous route, but this is how it's supposed to be. Wire harness on the bottom, coolant lines running on top. So it's nice and jammed in there. But everything's organized. We got a complete brand new airbox set up, new filter, new cage, new backing plate, new boots, clamps, everything. Piece by piece, brand new. Now we just got to drill some holes in the lid. I'll probably put 2 in the rear and then about 8 of them on the bottom. If I space them out, well, then I'll probably just run 6. I want to start it really quick while we have the airbox on it, because this is now what it's tuned for. So I've got 280 mains, 27.5 pilot jet, and then I'm 1.5 turns out on the air screw. So this reservoir that I put on here, this is like a $20 one from Amazon. It's like an OEM replica, just because just the canister alone is like $60 from Yamaha, and it's the same fucking shit. One thing I said in the previous video is just that seal that sits on the top, that sits into the plastic. I always keep those, even if the reservoir is shitty and I toss it out, just because of situations like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and then now we can put the plastics on. I had to buy the upper gas tank plastics elsewhere. I couldn't get them from Meyer directly. I got these from a place called like a ZM Performance, I think. It's not to the T the mystery machine, but it's the closest. We're trying to work with what we got here. I could paint this, and this will be fine painted, but the only thing that I always worry about is the front and rear fender, because as you're riding it, it's gonna kick up rocks. It's gonna fuck up the hole underneath of the plastic. So from Meyer directly, I was able to get the front fender, rear fender, and the rad cover. So that's the front fender. This is the rear fender. One thing I'm not crazy about, but like I said, I'm working with what I got, the rad cover, just because they don't use the OEM style grill. They have like their own grill, a little ugly. Not a fan of it by any means. They don't even use like Phillips head screws. I don't know how the f this is mounted. They're riveted, dude. It's riveted from the front. It's so hard to get off rip. That shit looks f***ing sick. When I was buying these plastics online, the color is not the same as in person. And I've had this set before. This is the same exact plastic that we used on Devin Singletary's Banshee, who is the Giants player that I built the Banshee for not too long ago. But now that I have the plastic in my possession again, it seems so much brighter, but that's probably because we had a bunch of black graphics on his, and then we also had the black rad and gas tank cover. These 3 colors go crazy. I'm gonna go and wash my hands because they're filthy. I don't want to touch all the graphics, get them dirty with my dirty ass paws. So I'm gonna wash these, and then we'll put these on in a second.
I'm at my mind for combat. In fact, I put a hole up in your back, all this on like that. Rolling thick with my people, ain't no room to breathe. Surrounded by murderers selling drinks and bags of weed. I swing X and get fly with the MI. I'm automatic traveling your static with my semi.
All right, first thoughts on these Meyer gas tank plastics. These side mounts are like super fucking tight. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. Also, they don't have rivet mounts in the center, where like the OEM one would have 2 holes. There's a rivet that goes in between those. I see all the time people putting like screws. Obviously people just make shit work, but it's supposed to be riveted.
I rhyme with perfection skill. Drug a nigga like a pill when it's time to build. Keep it real. Let your head rock when I wreck shop. I'm thicker with my style than the bully on your fucking block. Word is born, I go on. I'm breaking them C's with overtones over real rap songs.
This right here is a good feeling. This is how you know it's coming towards the end. One thing I will say though is these plastics are hard to mount. The gas tank mounting into the front fender, it's really, really tight. The bottom little slot, way different than the OEM. Also, one thing I don't like is that these rubbers that go along the gas tank, there's no slot for them to go down behind it. I had to cut them really short, and now you can see that they just want to pop out. So maybe I'm gonna try and like hot glue them or super glue them, because that shit bothers me. I got like OCD. This is now the last piece until we get the rims tomorrow, where we could get the tires mounted. So this one's sick. I can't wait to see it with the chrome wheels. Everything is so loud. Best graphic kit. Best one.
That is the best one because it's so subtle, but it's so
Dude.
loud. You didn't have to cut nothing?
Nothing. Seeing them all together and I just put the one sticker on, I'm like, nah, this looks crazy. So today we should receive the wheels for this Banshee. We're gonna be running Duro street tires with the low profile look. We're gonna throw these on for the time being though, so that way we can take the Banshee off of the cart and put these bottom motor mounts in and also do a steering alignment.
Keep my feet on beat on the street, my boots are on blast MCs like hoops from Norm. I squeeze plastic triggers, my pockets are cast the figures. I'm the last bit of fags wearing glass slippers. You need new shoes, but don't sleep or snooze. Lifestyles creep or cruise to do the evil do's. It's what the people choose. Or they better choose the ticket stands and rush the parties like picnicking. Come on and get it all right.
A little bit of Cloud's detailer on a rag. We're gonna get rid of all those fingerprints and greasy marks. And one thing I was very surprised with was definitely the plastic quality. It's always a little nerve-wracking going into a situation like this where I haven't ever used the gas tank and the rad, and it honestly mounted up pretty good. It was a bit of a struggle, but we got it to work. The packaging that the plastics came in was just like a very thin plastic, and I was worried that it'd be so fucking scratched after opening the box for the first time, but obviously there's a couple little scuffs, but nothing too crazy. I can't tell you how many times I bought brand new OEM plastics. The wrapping that they put it in, this like thick tissue paper with like almost like toilet paper on the back side of it. It's so many scratches on the new plastics, and you're like, what the f? Yeah, once the wheels get here, we'll just get those mounted really quick, shoot all the photo video stuff of it. Then hopefully maybe the next day, 2 days from now, we can test it. If it ain't fucking crazy cold outside, you guys will see the finished product very shortly. We got the wheels back. We have those mounted on 10-inch Duro tires. So we got 18 by 9 by 10 in the front and then 18 by 10 by 10 in the rear. They look really, really good. You can see they're stretched. They're like kind of like bowed out, and I just personally like that look a lot. You could run the street tires on the 9-inch wheels. They're just fucking fat, beefy, look disgusting. I got a couple sets laying around, I'm just giving them away for free. But anyways, this is gonna tie the machine together so fucking nicely. And as you can see, the white backdrop, the blue just so loud. If you see wheels that look like this, they're DWT A5S. That's the rolled lip, and then you can get like a blue label or a red label wheel, and that's like the flat lip. I like to run 10 by 10 in the rear because I like it just to be a little bit wider. I think it looks a lot better.
You wanna battle, get your mom and go look for daddy. Cause your life is more at risk than a Brooklyn cabbie. And go rent a Glock, cause I'll never stop putting bad brains in boxes and giving punks mental blocks. You better start standing tall, who can you call? I'll take it to you quicker than you say Amazon. I get fat lips for habits and I laugh, cause your lips will be so fat you give Vickies to a giraffe. A 24-hour nasty, trashy, ill party. See what you want, turn off the lights and start to feel body. But don't hit the lights while I'm on the microphone, cause I cut off your thumb to tell your ass to hitchhike home. And then what you gonna do? Count to 1, 2, come check me out. The house all the girls are running to. Come on and get it on while the flavor's good. Move with the groove, there's a party in the hood. Come on and get it on while the flavor's good. Move with the groove, there's a party in the hood. Come on and get it on while the flavor's good. Move with the groove.
So it's been about a week since we finished the Mystery Machine Banshee, but it's been absolutely brutal outside. We had a snowstorm. The snow just piled up and stayed there for probably like 2 weeks at this point. The airstrip in which we normally test the ATVs is completely covered. The winter was kind enough to let us keep it for a week. I told him that we still needed to film with it. We're gonna be riding it for the first time today. There are a couple little adjustments that we have to make. We just filmed some ASMR stuff, and I noticed that it was idling a little bit high. So I'm gonna bring it back to the shop after we ride it right now, lower the idle a little bit. Overall, I think it came out amazing. This is definitely hands down my favorite build to date, and I'm sure I'm gonna say this again. The idea is you just wanna get better and better. And like I say every video, I am definitely no professional, and I learn something new every single build, but I am very happy with how this one turned out, and the people absolutely loved it. I'm sorry, I thought I would have this video out in time for the YouTube viewers to enter towards winning the giveaway. I posted on Instagram and it literally sold out within a day. This is my first time riding this machine since we built it, and like I said, it's been about a week since it's been completed. Sounds really good, just idle's a little high, you can hear it, and I want to go back and adjust that before I give it to the winner. Matter of fact, the person that won this ATV won the black 06 special edition just a week ago. Some people just have really, really good luck. But the video in which we turned a piece of shit 06, or what looked like was a piece of shit 06, into a crispy 06, the person that won that won this. Insane. Literally just a week's time span. Well, the brakes weren't good, that's for damn sure. Very responsive, I have to say, like. I can't even feel my thumbs at this point. Where we're at right now, you can't really get on it. There's a huge fucking divot over there, and also, like, this is a huge factory where trucks are constantly coming in and out of the driveway. Definitely need to adjust that idle. You can hear it's high right now. It should drop lower than that. Some people like to have their idle high, but I think it should just be just a little bit underneath that. I feel like I'm letting the viewers down because I can't get on it, but this whole little situation over here to the right just sketches me the f out, and I didn't realize how bad that divot in the road is, so that's it. I apologize, but unfortunately nature has kind of f***ed us. Where we live, there's not many places to ride it without busting people's balls, and I don't want to bust anybody's balls because I don't want to deal with the police. So that is the Scooby-Doo Banshee. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Make sure to go back to the previous 3 videos that we made building this machine. First stripping it down, then building the motor, then pre-assembling parts, and obviously in this video we complete it. But make sure you go back and watch those videos so that way everything makes sense. As always, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below and let us know what you think we should do next. We got a lot of sick builds coming. Those videos will also drop in just a couple of days from this video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Oh, shut it down. Oh, shut it down. Oh, shut it down. Niggas talking reckless, must be out his mind. X him off the checklist, read between the lines. I might move to Texas, walk around with my weapons. And then if you trespass, I'ma shut him down. Oh, shut it 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 down. Brand new, then I fucking try. Big ass necklace, what's the fucking rhyme? VVS's, motherfuckers blind. Bet not trespass. Jump up the porch, don't run up on my doorstep. Better